right, guys, what's up? Mommy and Daddy Talk. We're back with another episode. Today we have two very special guests. One more special than the other. Sky.
Thank you.
Wait. How are we doing that?
What the?
How are we saying one's more special?
Yeah,
Than
Brad might have a different opinion on that.
that's kind of up.
Yeah, he has the same opinion as me.
Wait.
Right, Brad?
Yeah, but that's also just kind of up.
Wait, what do you mean, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. It's
I like the way this started.
You guys came to me to make this happen.
No, you kept begging, didn't
no,
you? At the gym?
You guys,
no, you went to him. Was like, yo.
yeah. You saw.
I was like,
I'll text her right now. I'll text her right now.
No, it was your idea, Brad. You looked at me and you're like, Sarah, you know what to do.
No, I was like, you should text Sky because she will definitely respond to you fastest. That's exactly what I thought.
All right. Anyways, we have two special guests.
Thank
blah,
you.
blah, blah. The miscellaneous stuff doesn't matter. We have Sky, Bri, and Nick.
Yeah, this is
Narcina.
There
we go.
This is interesting.
What's interesting?
Well, because last time we talked, we're on my podcast. We talked about your guys' relationship. I wonder if what I predicted was correct.
What'd you predict?
That
You guys are going to end up together.
Yeah, you're still going to be like a little on and off, and
We're still not together.
Yeah.
still not.
Still not.
Better terms though. Did you say better terms?
Better terms, yeah.
Better terms.
What does better terms mean?
Not as much fighting, I
That's
would
good.
say.
That's progress.
But see, I would say it's ironically like you're not together, but you're still together. Does that make sense?
I mean, together in the sense that like physically we're in the same house, but no, we're not together. Like even last night we had a little talk and we like kind of like really were like, yeah, it's the right thing that we're not together.
Wait, Sky,
right now.
let me ask you this. Okay, right off the rip. So how would you feel if Nick came home one night and he brought another girl home?
I would be very upset.
Why
I
would-
think it's too soon.
What's
I agree with
so
that.
which one is it? Are you
It is too
separate
soon.
or
I
agree
Makes
that's
sense.
too soon.
Even if you broke up with your ex and like 6 months went by, I think it would still upset you to like see them with another person. So a month is
That's fair.
definitely way too
That's
soon.
fair. Good answer.
I'm also gonna be honest. Even though it was for a video, I went on a surprise blind date with two moms.
You went on a surprise blonde?
Well, my team set up a blind date with two moms. For
I think
me
you
and another-
orchestrated some of it.
What do you mean?
Didn't you put on your story looking for two single moms?
Yeah. Well, yeah, my producer did that, but
Which I was expecting like a mom, like someone close to like my mother's age. And it was a girl younger than me.
That was a mom?
She's a
Okay.
year younger than me.
I didn't
She's
set that up.
23.
I didn't set that up.
Wait, what the?
So
But listen to
like,
my point. My point is, I went on the date, and she was a nice lady, nice girl, but through the whole time, I was like, this would have actually been really fun if you were there. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Aw.
we do have a lot of fun together. Like everything we do is
Of
fun.
course.
Like so. Yeah, I'm not ready. I really realize I'm not ready. Why are you laughing?
Cause you're such a lover boy. It's so funny.
It's true.
It's so funny.
I care about her. And I like hanging out with her still. What's wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that, Jacob?
No, there's nothing wrong with any of
Okay.
that.
No.
No, it's dope. And knowing what you know now and how this has all gone, would you have decided to not date someone in the limelight? Like, you know how you did originally?
I will never date anyone ever again in content or not that like, oh my God, we had a horrible relationship or anything, but there are a lot of like stresses that come with it.
A lot of hurdles to jump through.
Yeah.
I agree. I
Yeah.
wouldn't date many.
On both ends, it's not like he's the only one dealing with it. Obviously, Sky deals with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both deal
Yeah.
with it. And I think there's insecurities that both of us didn't even know we had, or we talked about earlier, sometimes your
Yeah.
ego gets involved, and it's weird because it's all online too. I don't think I would ever do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Agreed.
I'm glad we experienced a lot and we've been there through a lot. So I don't regret any of it.
Yeah. It's an interesting question for me because I think about it too. Is like where then do you find people? Like, because then how do you find people that understand like the kind of work that you're in and the things that you do as well? And both you guys can answer this question.
I
'cause-
feel like you can't go looking. I feel like you can't go looking for a relationship. You kind of just like eventually will meet someone and it'll make sense.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't really think about where I'll meet them. Like where do I go and find them? I just think it'll just happen when it happens.
I think I'm gonna go sit like inside maybe UCLA like library.
Right,
of
like go to like
medicine.
I'm gonna go to Home Depot and just,
Yeah,
like,
someone that can build me
and
a
act
house.
lost.
Yeah.
Sarah, I think you got a nice guy.
I don't
liking you
have a
right now.
guy.
Okay.
I feel like Sarah probably has a great lineup of guys that are interested in
don't
her
have-
that are like the guys that are into you are probably a lot better than the guys that are seriously interested in me. Just
No,
saying.
that is not true.
I had a guy come up to me recently. I won't say his name. Don't worry. And he comes up to me. He's like, I know you know Sarah. Like she's a good girl. I'm like, yeah, she's a great girl. He's like, if Sarah wanted to take me serious, what would I have to do?
That didn't happen.
I promise you on my life it happened. I told her about it on the way here.
Really?
Yeah. And he was, and
what'd you say? What was it? How would I take a guy seriously? What was your answer to him?
I asked him this. I was like, you know, you just want to talk to her, like, you know, she's one of the whatever, or you like really want to talk to her. And he's like, I really want to talk to her. I said, if you really want to talk to her, I think you should take her to dinner. I was like, if you want to show her that you mean that's serious. And he was like, a dinner? And I was like, I know, dinners are the scariest. Like, they're most nerve-wracking. He's like, yeah, they're the most nerve-wracking. But
Dinners are the best. Get like
Who the
a
f-
glass of
nerve-wracking
wine
is-
going.
the
And then
first dinner, if you actually like a girl, is
I'd
nerve-wracking.
rather him take me to like coffee or something in daylight.
that is crazy.
Yeah, no, I want a daylight date that's very like low maintenance dinner. It's
Right.
like just intimate
Seems
lighting.
a little bit more official.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
A coffee
scary.
date, you could go on a coffee
Okay.
date with like a friend.
Exactly.
yeah.
And then Sky, what if after the dinner he puts you in an awkward situation and he's like, you want to come home with
that
me?
always happens. I've gone
No.
on some dates where I like after the dinner was finished, I wasn't into them.
Yes.
And then there's that awkward like, so like whose house are we going back to? Or like, do I drop you off? Yeah,
Yes.
I get it.
That stuff's
Personally,
all-
Yeah.
sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I don't think you take, if you like the girl, I don't think you take her back or try to do anything the first night. Personally.
That's good advice. Tell the people.
Well,
tell
most
them.
guys aren't like that though, if we're being honest.
Well, here's the thing. It really like girls' head up. Like, wait, he didn't try to take me. He didn't even try to kiss me. Like, they got hurt.
What do you do, Bradley?
I
I
feel
feel
like
like,
I-
you're the
Yeah.
type. Come
Spill the
home.
tea. Yeah, come home now.
I feel like we've talked about stuff like this in the past.
Yeah,
probably.
we've probably a lot of talks about this.
I think I'm agreeing more with how Nick would approach it, where it's like less pressure to make it something
Yeah, right.
for sure. That's the way it is. That's the way it works.
You don't want to like the girl. You don't want to like the girl. Oh, feels like she has to do this because you guys went to dinner. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like let
I
it
feel
happen
like
naturally.
I feel like if you don't try any of that, the girl will be like, wow, wait, why did he not try to do this?
Yeah,
and
it's
she'd be
always
more
better.
inclined to like try to get you to want to do that later on.
That's exactly. That's good.
You got that. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
You
you
know,
got
you-
you
you
got
figured
on
it out,
lock.
you
Yeah.
What on lock?
the lover boy.
Yeah.
That's your thing, man.
It's not my thing.
That,
Dude.
like just that like pains me, like thinking about him like using the lover boy.
But I don't
tablets
think-
on another woman.
I don't think he uses it though. I think it's just him.
I know, but like it makes me sad that like another woman will eventually get to
Nah.
experience.
One, you don't have to worry about that right now. But-
right now.
right now, because two, like when we were at that date recently, like everyone was like, dude, Nick's just like, you know, I said some funny things, I had a good time, but I could tell I'm not ready to like actually go on dates. Like that was I'm
Like actually not ready.
yeah,
Like off camera and all that.
off camera. No, I'm not. I just want to, I want to crush it right now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where his mindset is. I've always said this about him, that he puts content above all else.
Yeah. I see that.
I
right
was
now.
his first girlfriend in like 7 years or something. Basically that you've had since like adulthood.
Yeah.
So like I don't really see him personally. Like I can't really picture you getting into another relationship or anything serious with someone else.
That was never me. I
I
think
wonder who's gonna get in the relationship first next. The next
not me.
relationship.
If
Not
there's,
me. I'm actually gonna be single for the rest of my life.
No way. Why do you think that? Why do you think you're going to be single for the rest of your life?
Because actually, okay, not for the rest of my life, but I think for the rest of my social media influencer, adult, like internet persona life.
Why?
Because it's just too much. It's too much. And if I were to ever get another relationship, it would be kept completely private. I will never, ever post a guy or like have anything public because I just don't want like the public opinion, because I saw how like that like affected us, whether like we want to admit it or not. Like the comments and stuff do like really put thoughts into your mind. And
Yeah,
stuff.
of course. Like subconsciously, even if you don't want to bring it up, there's something underlying there.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. Why are you smiling, bro?
Just no, because she's right in a lot of ways. Like it's funny because my whole career, I've never ever put like my relationships on the internet, like for the entire time that I've done content, and that created a problem in relationships. Just like putting someone on would probably create problems in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like both can create problems.
It's always
is-
gonna be there.
Yeah, because it's just like then you get the other side of it is where like, oh, how come like people think I'm a secret or they don't know about me. That whole
Yeah.
thing.
I think if I were to do it, I would like do like the subtle, like where you don't show their face.
Or like
Like a
soft
hand or
launch.
something?
The soft launch, but like soft launch forever.
Like like this person's taken,
you
but
call it a
not
soft
right,
launch?
like what do people say? Like not a secret but private.
Yeah.
That's probably.
I don't think you
how-
could do it because I remember I wasn't gonna post anything about us but you kept begging me to post pictures of you. And
I am the type, like, when we got in a relationship, like, I loved you so much and I wanted to show you off. But now I feel like I learned from it so much that it's just, I just could never do it again. Like, I really
but she had to
could
learn,
never do it
she had
again.
to live that lesson to learn to not do it again.
But I think Brad's right. Like, girls want to be shown. And I understood that. So I was like, okay, like, I want you to feel, like, loved. And so, like, we went through that. But
I would never post my significant other either.
Yeah, you
never.
seem like someone that wouldn't post there.
Never.
Yeah. Good. I've never seen you.
I've never ever done it.
You know, Sarah, you remind me of I think a lot. I think you're gonna fall in love one day, and a lot of things are gonna change for how you.
No,
feel
I'm never
things.
posting them. There's no way.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to post it. You know, I agree. That's fine if that's what you want. But I think a lot of the things, the way you think, and I'm not doing dinner. I'm not giving him a shot. I'm not gonna post it. I think that's a lot that's gonna change when you really madly fall in love.
Maybe
with
I
someone.
haven't madly fallen in love.
Yeah, I don't think you have.
Have you
yet.
had like a serious relationship or anything yet?
I mean, to some extent, yeah, but I feel like maybe not to the point that I was like, not to the point that I've ever been like, oh, I actually see the rest of my life like being spent with this one person.
Yeah.
Never like that.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't date. Is like I would never date someone if I didn't see anything future with
yeah.
them, or like.
It's weird though. Most people, I mean, you just said you would never date if you didn't see a future. Mm-hmm. So you'd only like consider dating someone, like taking someone serious, if you like, there's some potential in the future.
Yeah, because what's the point of putting all that time into someone and committing?
1,000%.
And when I'm gonna be real, when you're in a relationship, they're a priority. Like I think there's a commitment, there's things you have to do. That like for me and the line of work that we're all in, like I'm not willing to do that for just anybody. Like
take that attention away from the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give. Yeah, I mean you have to be vulnerable in a relationship.
Yo, he's spitting facts, Brad.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah.
I just wonder if it just changes depending on the person. Like you changed. Like, do you think you changed for her when you got into a relationship? Like how you showed up?
Yeah. I mean, I think it also matured me a lot. I think I had to grow up a bit to like be in a relationship. But there's a lot of things like I had to like you have to make time to go on dates and I remember when we were dating, she was like, "Hey, I'm cool with you. You know, you want to work hard and do all this, but like just be present with me sometimes. So, you have to make time to not think about work, and just give. And I wanted to do that. You want to do that.
Yeah.
But it is
for the right person. It doesn't seem like a chore.
Yeah. You want to do it.
Why is it such like all of us are in that same position of like
we're all down bad.
Not all down bad. No. I'm doing great.
And honestly, we're way better. Like we are in such a better place.
No, I don't. I don't know why she did that, but like she's not. Are you okay?
Yeah, what's going
on?
I
just assumed it was.
Because I really meant not so much like down bad, just like we're all in this position of like constantly focused on work. I know we all suffer from that. Yeah. I wasn't talking about being down bad like in that way. I don't know where you were going with that.
I'm at work too.
Maybe we'll talk about that later. But I'm trying to figure out like I've had such a hard time personally just making time for other people in my life in regards to all my work. You know what I'm saying?
I 100% know what you're saying. And I think it's so important that if you have people that like I think you guys are really friends and we could consider each other family, like to keep those people in your life even while you're working. That's what I've noticed. Like everyone who's around my circle, like I would consider them family. Like our whole house that we live in is like family. And like, even though there's work, like I don't want to just go through life working and not be with people I love and want to keep around me. So I think it's important to keep those people. I think that's why we recently went to dinner and like as friends and like talked about everything. And
the more you guys talk, I'm like, they're still dating. Like,
no,
bro. They went on like a civil like.
Yeah,
it was honestly the first time that we've ever really been alone. I think we had plans like earlier in the day and they got canceled, and I was really hungry. I'm not lying. You're looking at me like
no. I believe it. Are you guys still?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So you're still in a relationship in a sense.
No.
Okay.
Hell no. Definitely not that.
Sorry.
We're actually
No,
not.
but like a little good night kiss on the forehead.
No.
Oh, she said hell no to that, but she was like,
Are you a forehead kiss guy?
I was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn, that was. That shit cut me, dude.
Sky.
Jacob, why are you looking at
He
me?
was like, let me get a kiss. Wait, let me get another kiss.
Oh, no, that's cute. No.
That's cute.
No, don't be shy.
Wait,
Don't be
Sky,
shy.
what are your 3 favorite things about Nick?
Oh wow, she's not gonna be good at the emotional shit. I already know.
My 3 favorite things is I like his body. Is a nice body.
She just want me for my body.
And it's like buff man bod.
It's dope. No, that's dope.
I
You got the
liked
lumberjack
that
vibe.
you were so
you.
sweet to me, like so sweet. He was the first person I was with that was like so like in touch with his emotions and not afraid to like.
That's a good quality.
Like just shower me in love. That was nice because, yeah. But that was 2. Third, I don't know. Do you want like physical traits?
no,
or
whatever,
you want things
whatever
like
comes
actually
to mind.
about
Like
him?
if you were bragging about
You're
him.
loving this. I'm uncomfortable,
The audience is
man.
gonna be like, she named his body first. Yeah, so the body that you were so emotionally attached.
She keeps saying
She be loving the body, Nick.
that's a good one. Hey, it's-
No, the other day,
The late
oh
night
my
munchies
God.
work.
The other day, my assistant and I were running errands, and we like pulled up into my driveway, and there's like a basketball court like right by my driveway, and I saw him over there shirtless, and I like said to my
He's still
assistant,
talking about his body. Bro, this is so funny. We're trying to get the
What'd
third
you
one.
say to your assistant?
I said to my assistant, "Oh my God, he's shirtless. I need to go inside, or I will go like
No,
attack
you ran
him."
out to me and like started, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Well, that's what I said to my assistant. Like,
I was
oh
like,
my
"What's
God,
going
he's
on?"
shirtless. Like, I need to go. But then I ended up going over to him. And then third thing I like about him, probably how proud of. He wasn't afraid to show me off. Like he would post me on Instagram and stuff without
Yeah.
even like ask. Like I didn't even have to ask him. Like he would
Yeah.
just like post pictures of
You
it.
had to ask me.
What?
You put a lot of pressure on me.
I did put some pressure on him.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Pressure's.
But she was she was so happy when I
But pressure just still to say that she was your girl.
Yeah, I didn't, at first I was like, I'm not, but I understood
Like
why.
his first ever picture that he posted of me was us like kissing on the beach. Like he was right off
think
the
I
bat,
remember
like
that.
very like he wasn't afraid to like
Yeah.
he wasn't soft launching me basically.
Yeah.
Like he hard
I
posted me
was
and
very-
everything.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Yeah. Okay, now you're 3.
Now you're 3.
favorite.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Nick,
no.
your 3 favorite
I'm-
things about Sky.
I'm
Go.
not doing that.
I know
Why?
one.
No, you're amazing, but
I know one.
What do you mean one?
He told me one earlier.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna say that. That's
What
not,
is it?
I'm not gonna say that's yours.
Nick,
no.
say your 3 favorite. She was man enough to do it.
I just don't want to do that. It's just we're getting too
my
mushy on
God.
here.
It's not mushy.
No, I don't want to go there. It's like I'm opening up. I feel.
I get it, I
It's
get
hard right now. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's
Too
okay.
personal.
Okay.
I appreciate everything you just said. Thank you.
Now you just made me see.
No, that was awesome. That was
bad.
lit. That was lit. I didn't.
That was lit.
She doesn't even tell me those things.
Oh my God.
Damn.
All right, guys. So today's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is therapy that you can access through your phone. It is super easy, super seamless, and it's a great way to find someone to talk to about things that you're dealing with. I know Bradley needs to hop on this platform.
Yes.
Start using it.
I have been going to therapy.
I know. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
But
It's useful. Super useful. So guys, check this out. It's a really easy way for you guys to do it. You don't have to go anywhere, right? As she said, you can do it from your phone, you can do it from your computer. Basically like a Zoom conversation you're going to have with a therapist. I fully recommend it. I've gone to therapy for, man, I don't know how many years of my life, but I can tell you without a doubt that it always helps getting some sort of outside perspective on the things that you're dealing with. Because a lot of times, like when you talk to friends in your circle, they kind of have like the same sort of ideas that, oh yeah, this is this and this. And you kind of live in this echo chamber as far as like how you should approach your problems. And having someone from the outside, it always helps you get a better look at like your situation as a whole instead of just from your lens. So
And with that being said, I feel like the holiday season is like the best season to start going to therapy. Good start to the new year. So
yeah, start strong. I mean, 2024 is coming up. Stop avoiding your problems and go directly at them. So if you guys want to check it out, go to betterhelp.com, betterhelp.com/mommydaddy. Get 10% off your first month. Do it right now. Let's get back into this podcast.
love you. That was good.
That was good.
I give it 2 months, dude. 2 months.
You said this before. We're still. I
Yeah.
told you.
How long has it been? Like a month and a half.
told you.
When did we go on your podcast?
A month. It's been about a month.
A month.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you like we just
No.
went and figured a lot of things out. We went on this. Do you want me to tell that story, by the way? I know you
Oh,
want me to
I
tell
wanted
it.
that story. But if
Okay.
it's okay with her, it has to be okay with me.
I asked
Mutually.
her.
Which story?
What happened at dinner the other night?
Oh.
Yeah, what happened at Tao? If it's okay with Sky to talk
Yeah,
about.
you should help talk about it too. But we went to dinner.
I want her perspective because I
I
got
want her,
yours.
Yeah,
but yeah.
We went. We were the whole time. I think we were in like a deep conversation the whole time, and we're there and we're at a nice dinner.
Yeah, Tao's a
Very-
very nice.
very
It's a
nice
nice
spot.
restaurant.
Yeah.
And I
very
think we just
nice.
kind of wanted our own space that night to figure that we've been like around people all the time. But we get there. And I've never had this happen at a nice place, honestly. But these dudes in this table like across from us are just yelling, Sky, Bri, Sky, Sky, and we're like, what's up? Like, hey, she's saying, hey. And then we're doing our dinner, and this guy comes over during the dinner, and he's just like, dude, he doesn't even look at me, like not like sorry to interrupt you, nothing. Like, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture with you? My friend, it's my friend's birthday. Can he get a picture with you? And she just goes, sorry, like tonight I'm not in the mood for that. I appreciate it, like, but tonight, no. And
which is very rare. Normally, I will always take a picture because, like,
Were
I
you
always
sitting
think,
down
like,
eating?
if I were to
Yeah.
come up to someone and ask for a picture, it would, like, probably, like, crush me if they said no. But we were in the middle of, like, our dinner.
But that's a different setting.
It's
You
a,
don't
like,
go up.
inappropriate setting
Yes.
to ask for a picture, yeah. So I just said no. Like,
Especially
I'm
when
so
it appears
sorry.
it's just one man, one girl.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Yeah.
go. You have to pick up the cues of like it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
They're talking. It's
Right.
dinner.
And just, like, yelling my name during the
Yes.
dinner.
How many
it's
dudes
like
were on that table?
There's like four. There's five. There's five.
Wow.
I'll get to that later. But the thing is also like, yeah, you're at a nice. Let's say it is a date. You don't do that while someone's on a date. But she stops for pictures for everybody. She's very good with that. But I also remember like another thing. I think if guys, anyone watching this, and you go up to someone and ask for a picture, and it's a girl, and they say no, I don't think anyone should take it personal because I even remember you being like, I just don't feel pretty tonight. Like you did, you look pretty, but like girls, they're all like, I don't look pretty today, or don't, sometimes they don't.
Like
want
I'm not feeling secure
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
Or
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not saying she's insecure, but I'm saying like you're not feeling the most confident.
Yeah, I think that was. I remember you saying that. But anyways, whatever. We have our dinner. It's amazing. It was a great time. On their way out, one guy says bye, whatever, and then the guy goes at the top of the stairs. We're at the dinner.
He goes, bye, Sky Bri. And I turn around and I say, like, bye, like, to be nice. And then he yells, your boyfriend's a pussy.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, like, whatever.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
These guys had to have been drinking.
Yeah, they had to.
I don't really
They
know.
definitely
Because you did absolutely nothing.
But here's the thing, like, I don't give a man. I've seen every comment on the internet. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But we leave and we go outside, and all five of them.
We wait like 20 minutes.
They're waiting for me.
Yes, they're waiting outside.
So we get out there, and he's just standing there in front of me. I'm like, what, bro? I'm like, what? Say what you want to say. Like, I'm like, what do you want? I could never seen this ever in my life. And he goes, you're a bitch or something. I'm like, okay. I'm like, bro, you're half of me. That's what I said to him. And then he got kind of scared. And then like none of his friends are saying anything. They all backed off, and it's just him there because I think they were like, oh, why are we doing this? In my head,
What was the age range of those guys?
Young. They were all British too. They had British
they
accents.
weren't young. They were like 24, 23.
No,
24.
I'd say they were
They had
probably looks
f***ed up teeth?
around like they're in their 20s.
Did they have f***ed up teeth?
No.
Like British.
They all had like Montclair jackets
They all
on.
thought
Like,
they were
very British.
They all had all these
like,
tattoos. They thought
yeah.
they were all tough. They thought I was gonna back down. I was like, well, here's the thing.
Did they have they had accents? in
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Here's the thing. Like, I know a man I'm not with my guys. Like I'm with a girl. And
I'm the one that kept telling him, like, come on, like let's
please,
go.
let's
Like
go.
it's you and me. We're in front of Tao, which is a very popular
Yeah.
area. Like I had my hood on.
But
Like,
I
I
knew-
was embarrassed.
I knew I wasn't gonna do anything because here's my thing. Like, I know you have to stay composed, and I've always been ready for this situation. It's never happened to me. The guy even who worked there came up to us and was like, "Bro, I love your guys' content, respect you," but everyone was very polite. And then these guys are. But anyways, I knew like I always when I'm with her, I always know I have to be a little bit more composed and ready for anything. I always think I told you this earlier.
I know.
I think of the movie Southpaw when like the dude's chirping him in front of his girl and he goes nuts on the guy and tries to fight him and it breaks out into a fight and his girlfriend gets killed.
Yeah.
So it's like I always you never know what these dudes are like.
Yeah, you
like,
never know.
They're out there like it felt like they were trying to jump me. That's what it felt like. So like I'm like, okay, I have this precious cargo with me. I can't start anything that will get taken too far where anything could happen. So I kind of just pushed through him, and he just keeps yelling. He's like, my dad off to her. I'm like,
and then they
That's
waited
a
until
wild statement.
They waited until we were like down the block to
Yeah.
start giving me insults.
Yeah,
They
so
were
here's
like, her body counts over 100. Anyone
Oh,
can
these
sleep
guys
with
are
her.
yeah,
lame.
here's the thing. Here's the thing that I can't stand. Like, you can say whatever you want to me, but
Man.
who are you as a man, 5 dudes to bully a girl?
Yeah.
That's pretty lame.
Especially
When
when
I
they
was
asked
very
for the
nice.
picture. They asked for a picture,
Right,
bro.
yeah.
You're a fan. Why are you insulting
Yeah.
after?
My
And
dad.
then he
Yeah, that's
start-
wild.
Bro, that's hilarious.
and I literally told him like, bro, you're a loser for coming at her. He was saying more, and he starts running up at me. I turn around, I go up, I'm like, what, bro? And he just backs off. Like I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But we turned. She's like, Nick, come on. And I was like, okay, I gotta stay composed. I gotta go.
Damn, I wish you swung on him.
Bro, if
No.
she knows like when he started coming at her, when he started coming and saying mean things to her, that's when I wanted to like go. I wanted to kill him. But I knew you have to stay composed. And I read a tweet. I screenshot. You were looking at me. I showed you it. It was like a real man stays composed or something. I don't know. It was like I really like.
I just don't
really,
like conflict. I hate conflict.
I just like, dude. I don't care if like I get it and like, dude.
Sounds like you're protective over me. So
It
Wow,
does
it's almost
sound
like you guys are still in a relationship. But I don't know. That's just my perspective.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. Going to dinner, protecting her.
Well,
Still
we never get to go out or like actually talk. So we needed that. Like,
Do you guys sleep in the same bed?
no. We don't. Just funny questions. No, we
we
don't.
really
just
don't.
funny.
We
No,
really
no.
don't.
I love. Oh shit. I love my guy time, dude. I live in a house with my best friends. Like, dude, we got. Well, we all play on her video game set, but we have our own room. We got bunk beds.
No, your house is
Like-
dope.
Like, it's so fun. Like, I have such a great time with my guys. Like, we do everything together. It's 4 of us. It's a lot of fun.
Dude, Nick, you're funny to me, man.
Why?
You're just a funny guy.
I appreciate
You
that.
really are fucking funny. Just because I have the conversations I have with you, like off camera, you talk about all this stuff. It's just so funny to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a genuine guy for real.
I appreciate
and
that.
you're
You
very
are too.
considerate.
Thank you.
And I'm just kind of giving you comments right now, but I feel like you deserve it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's really nice. This is the first time I ever heard you. Like, you came to me and you were like, Nick, I'm so proud of you. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. And this is something you've worked so hard. I really appreciate everything you
Yeah,
said today.
it was cool. It's just cool to see your transition because obviously I've known you for so long from a different side, and seeing you. You know, you were talking about having the guys on your team, people you work with, and then like, and I asked you, I was like, "Yo, are you the one running all this?" And you're like, "Yeah." I just think it's cool to see because you kind of always had it in you. I remember when we would film content, not that you were like controlling things or orchestrating things, but you always had that like that entertainment value to you.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
it's just cool to see you taking it to a different level.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
And I like I told you earlier today, like, it's not me. I make it. So someone has to like lead and make it happen, but I couldn't do it without like Skylar is incredible. She's amazing. Like, I think a lot of people are like, yo, the drama, this, blah, blah. Like, at the end of the day, like, we have so much fun filming
Yeah.
together, and she has so many good ideas, and she's so funny. Same with Zan.
And she's really good on camera. I feel like there's not a lot of girls that are good on camera.
Oh my God, she's amazing.
She's
I like
really-
helping like co-produce his stuff. It's really, really fun for me.
And I think a lot of people, they get lost in some of this drama happening. And we do really argue sometimes, but
Yeah.
she really is like, she comes to we have team meetings, like with all, like, she comes to them and says ideas and says how
Yeah.
it should run.
And I think sometimes maybe the audience don't understand that part of it at the end of the day is acting for the cameras. Like when it turns off, like sure, some things might have been said that, hurt your feelings or was too far. But when the cameras turn off, like most of what was said on camera wasn't
Yeah,
real.
what about the Friendsgiving thing?
I will say there is no acting.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
pretty-
Okay,
it's
I do.
pretty-
I
but like
understand what you're saying.
amplified, like maybe.
The other night we went out with Loaf and we got into it, like this whole thing. Like I left, stormed off, like, and then we came back to the house. I heard him talking because I have security cameras.
I wasn't talking-
installed
we weren't even talking
all
about
around
you.
my house, right?
She's just
so I
talking
saw
shit
them
about her.
outside, and I tapped on the one security camera. And I'm listening to the whole conversation, and I
But nothing was about
turn
you.
on the speaker, and I just start. I can hear
thought
you,
it was.
you dumbass.
Yeah, she's calling me a dumbass. I'm like flipping off the camera. It's like,
What was he
I have
saying?
this
Fuck
video
you.
of him going, "Well, Skylar, fuck you," to the camera. Like
yeah.
it is. We really do. It is arguing.
It's a weird,
very
like,
real.
it's a very weird, like pseudo real, but it's on the internet thing.
Right. Yeah.
That's why, like, it could be misconstrued. Like, is this real? Is this not? But I think that's why it's so entertaining. I think that's why people like to watch it, and like to know about it, because
Yeah.
there is like real relation. There's like again, you guys aren't in a relationship, but there is a real connection, and you guys have really like, experienced some love. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's a little more
I would say,
not
like,
willing to talk about that.
to be
but-
honest, like, what it's become is like, what it became through everything is like, I feel like she's like my family. Like, I am protective of her. I do care about her. I want her to win. She wants me to win. We really came together, like, and said, like, let's crush this YouTube thing. Like, we'll help each other with whatever. Like,
But if like tomorrow she was like, "Hey, this is my new boyfriend," would you feel the same way?
yeah, I think I'd have to. I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Maybe that will happen one day. And if she's really happy and genuinely happy, I'll be happy for her. I think we're both in a very similar place right now. We don't want that. We want to, like, while we're still, like, in our 20s, want to, like, kill it and do as much as we can. And maybe there will be a time one day where, I have to.
Yeah, I feel like you guys will come back together. I don't think it's 2 months, but I think maybe 2 years.
See, she's on the same time on
But I
now.
think 2 months is way too early.
4 months.
Bro, for the plot? No. It's
For
got to
the
be
plot,
more than 4 months.
I'm talking about for the real life.
Plot.
For the real life.
Yeah, for the real life, I know. But you guys will come back together. Just
I don't know. There's something so much better about where we are right now that like.
There's something I know in my head about you that I know you're gonna end up back with her in a little bit.
Why?
It's just
What do you know?
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, what do
it's
you
what
know?
you said
What is
earlier, bro.
it?
I just know how hard it is. to
Yo,
figure-
you're exposing.
What
No, but I'm
happened?
It's not
not
exposing. It's
Wait,
not
I wanna
exposing.
Yeah, I'm not
know.
exposing
No,
shit.
I just said some nice shit about you. We don't need to say it.
He
Let's
said
talk
some nice-
later.
So We're
you
not
can
talking about it.
So you
Sky.
won't say it on camera though?
No, it's not that. It's just like
Sky, they were huddled up inside zoo
Yeah.
talking one-on-one
Yeah.
for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What? Like, come on. Expose.
No, I can't. This is
Expose.
no, I
Give me
can't.
a little breadcrumb. Like,
Okay.
like let me
Give-
figure
give
out
a
the
little
rest.
breadcrumb.
no, it's
What?
nothing.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm like left out of.
No,
I didn't,
no,
I
no,
didn't
no.
hear
You
them.
don't know
I just saw
either?
them. I just saw them talking.
It's just funny. It's just I think sometimes you meet someone, you get to know them a certain way, and it's just like it's just hard to let go of certain things.
I think I'll say this. I think the way that our relationship went, it was like so rare of how we formed our relationship that it's just, yeah, man, I led to some great things.
What does that mean? What led to some great things?
Dude, that's so fucking funny, man.
That's a funny way to put it. I
Yeah,
guess.
Led to some great things.
Yo, it's so funny. There's just some things you just can't like unknow, you know? Some things you can't
But she
unknow.
Yeah,
lived it.
that is crazy.
It's-
That is
exactly.
Some things you
just
can't
can't unknow.
That is
You're
unknow.
like,
crazy way to
What
put
does that mean?
no, let's move on. Next question.
Sarah,
Next
next
question.
thing.
You
Come
got
on,
this. Sarah.
Change subject. Let's go.
You got it.
All right. What are you guys' plans for Christmas? Are you spending it together or?
I go to Colorado every year for my cousin. My cousin lives out in Colorado.
Oh, that'll be fun.
And she just had her daughter like a few days ago. So,
Oh, that'll be so nice.
yeah. I go there every year. I'm excited.
Are you taking your assistant? What's her name again?
Riley. No,
Riley,
she's gonna
yeah.
go back to Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, because
sweet.
that's where we're both from, and all of her family's still there.
Okay.
Are you
fair
taking Nick?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
think you're going back to Chicago, right?
Going back to Chicago. Here we go, hometown. I can't miss the holidays, man. I love it with the fam, the hometown bars. I'm excited.
You gonna film content out there?
I'm going to Barstool Chicago. I love those guys. One of my best friends from high school works for them. So I'm gonna do a pod with them, and then we're gonna like film like one night out, I think.
That's the that you have to worry about, the hometown bars.
Yeah.
Because that's where you see people from high school that
You've already
Okay.
been with, so you get with
Right.
them again,
No,
thinking
no,
it's
no.
not
or
an extra
ones
body.
that like you never really had a shot with,
Thinking
but
it's
maybe
not
now
an
you have a
extra
shot
body?
with.
No,
Did you
no.
hear this crazy? No, we
What?
can't pass that
What did you
up.
say?
She just says get with someone that you've been with in the past, so that you know you do it now. It's not an extra body because you had been with them in the past.
Never thought
That's some
about
crazy
it like that.
Hey, Sarah, you play this good girl. What's going on behind the scenes?
What the? F-
Oh,
That's
you don't want
insane.
dinner. You want straight to the sheets.
What the?
God.
No, I was talking about this situation with one of my friends the other day. I think that's why I was on Fresh Up.
So it's
My
about a
Mom.
friend.
How often do you visit your hometown?
I live in my home.
She lives in
Oh.
that bitch.
I
Okay.
live there.
So did Fresh and Fit change your mind? Did they f you up?
Good
Bro.
Because
question.
that was a top comment. That was a top comment on the pod when they realized, look what happened.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that played any part.
Do you ever like think back to anything that they said?
No, I don't agree.
Yo, you paused a little too long.
Right.
No,
he was
I'm really-
thinking
no, I
about
gotta
it.
think about
I
it.
think I had something to think about. Like, I have to run through. Nah,
Sky, what'd you think from an outside perspective? Him going on that pod and hearing that kind of stuff. How'd that make you feel?
I mean, he stood up for me
He did.
like pretty much the whole podcast. So, I mean, after the fact, I was like, well, did they like kind of like plant a seed in your head?
well, here's the thing. I don't think what they
But-
say is necessarily wrong about certain situations. I just don't think it applied to us. Like
Yeah, honestly, our relationship and the whole dynamic, people can give their opinion on it, but at the end of the day, you don't know what you would do in the situation if you've never been in it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we have a very special circumstance that majority 99.9% will never experience. So
Extremely
it's
rare.
easy for people to give their opinion, but like they've never lived it.
Yeah,
I
of
can-
course.
I
So
can-
they don't know.
I can understand where, Fresh, Myra, and where they're coming from. So that's why, I was able to like keep my cool, and I wasn't able to like, I didn't get really upset or mad. I understand, but that's just not how her and I are. You know, the first thing that Myron says to me when I get there, he's like, you're a nice guy, but your girl's a whore. And I said, yeah, it was really disrespectful.
Off camera?
Off camera. And I said, bro, why the f would you say that to me? I think he got really surprised that I talked back. I was like, you know, I'm gonna let that go because you just don't understand.
I'm surprised you did the pod with him after he said that.
Here's my thing. I think if someone, you know, if someone that's gonna call you out about all these different things, all these little things, that's how I feel as a man. Like, I want to go and show up, and I'm gonna say how I feel. I get that, you know, it might not be the popular opinion, and a lot of people really just don't understand. Like, we were very loyal to each other. We were there through so much together. She was in a place where she wanted to change, and I said to Myron, I was like, you know, if you met her, I don't think you would say that. I think if you got to know her, you would understand that, you know, she wants to change, she wants to be better. I don't agree with, you know, everything about that, but I was like, I think as a man, you should never be disrespectful. It was disrespectful. It was a disrespectful thing to say.
What did he say to that?
What?
Do you remember what he said to that? His response?
He said, okay, like, well, we won't grill you on it, but, you know, I was like, okay.
Okay. And that was right before the pod.
Right before the pod. And I was so, he asked, I had all my guys with me. You know, they come to everything with me. We're a close-knit group. And he's just like, they got to leave, man. They all got to leave. And we were all like, what? And I was like, he's like, people steal ideas for filming that. I'm like, all right. Like, I was really polite. I was like, if that's what I said, this is what does. If that's what you want, bro, I'm going to respect
Steal
you.
ideas of what?
What is there to steal?
He said, like,
It's all public. It's live stream.
Right.
He said people in the past will steal, like, equipment ideas or something. I was like,
The way it's set up?
yeah. I was like, and you know, I was very polite. I was like, if that's what you want, bro, I'm in your area. I'll be solo here. I don't know if they make you uncomfortable or whatever. I was like, I'll ask him to leave. I asked him to leave. I was very polite. And then he still said that thing after about her. I was like, bro, what? So they asked me to come back on. They're like, we need you back on. We need you back on.
After my pod.
After your pod.
Yeah.
I didn't even respond. I was like, dude, hell no.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird?
But I'll show up and, I'm not going to back down from all this, you know, oh, he's a cuck. Like, it's like, bro, she quit everything for me.
Who said you're a cuck?
That's like a lot of the comments.
How are you a cuck?
Exactly. They say it because, you know, they think I don't know if people think she's doing porn or did porn while we were together.
Because I did it.
But being a cuck is someone
makes
that
it.
likes to watch
Yeah,
it
people.
happen.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
it's like a
never
I
little
don't think
thing.
people even really know what that means. That means you literally enjoy watching your woman get.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that. He hates it. Like that.
I mean, that's was a lot of fights about any of that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I do think us becoming friends has, like, changed a lot of that.
And it's probably opened up the door for conversations that you guys would have probably struggled having when in a real relationship. You know, you can say things about how you really feel and talk about things like that, which is helpful if you guys ever do come back together. You know, you've said.
You know what's interesting about that is like what you're saying. Like, we're not going in circles on that idea, but I find it so interesting how why is there so much pressure relieved when it's just more of a friendship? Because you said that to me earlier. We were talking. He was kind of like, the dynamics even better now because we're not like together and we're friends. It's like, why couldn't it just the relationship feel that way?
Because there's expectations when there's a relationship. When it's a serious relationship, there's these expectations, whether you want to speak about them or not, but you have them predispositioned in your own head for the other person. And then when they're not lived up to, you either create resentment or then you lash out for other things.
Yeah.
Or it's a
So
bunch.
women are crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. I think not having.
I went a little crazy.
Not
too.
being
I was crazy
together,
too.
even though we still live together and we still have a friendship, I think not having that official title like relieves a lot.
Yeah,
of the
because you can
pressure.
say what you want without like the idea of
Right,
the
yeah.
expectations.
Yeah.
But so I hear that and I'm like, why not just act that way in a relationship?
Bro, do you be doing that in your relationship?
No. My relationships are not perfect either. I'm just saying, like, that's part of me asking these questions.
You're
is like,
grilling them. Let's
I'm just
ask
saying,
you.
no, I'm not trying to grill. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that make it just better then? Because you're less like, it has to be this way and understand someone's a human.
I think, you know, ideally, yes, that'd be awesome. I wish it could just be like that, but
Feelings get the best of you, bro.
yeah, I told her this maybe like a week ago when we were out at dinner. It was a couple days ago. Is that I did mature a lot because I've never had. I saw myself lose my cool. I've never lost my cool around a girl. I've never lost my cool like in this stuff. But she would like emotionally, like I was like, damn, I'm like losing it a little bit. I feel like so that's why.
Because you really care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've never cared like that. I guess.
Damn. It's two things that I know now that are.
Oh my God, what's the first?
Yeah,
Bro,
that's the second one. But this first one in combination with the second one is like it's not gonna end anytime soon.
No, I remember Sky. I remember one time, like,
You like that? Huh?
No, because I have
likes
no
that.
idea what he's talking about. He's just giggling, acting like I know something that you don't know.
No, I'll tell you.
Like,
I can
what
tell you
is
later.
it?
I can tell. I just don't. It's like I can't like. That's
bro,
not my
you
information.
gotta either say it or not, because
No,
the
no.
audience doesn't know either.
I think the boys know what I'm talking about. I think the boys can all relate. They're probably gonna guess
James
comment.
or James.
Guessing. James, how
Sorry,
dare
sorry,
you,
sorry.
mother? How dare
Sorry,
you?
Jacob. Do you know what we're talking about? No.
Is it like that? Is it the idea of that like guys only really fall in love once?
No. What do you think it is? Don't say it.
Okay, I do want to say one thing. I'd comment on that. I do think, you
Because
really.
I think Sky's your one and only.
Whoa. Wow.
Hold on, Jacob. Do you have an idea what we're talking about?
No, he's lying.
I guarantee you
or
he knows.
you were probably
Hold on,
there,
hold on,
or
hold on.
around
No,
when
he
the
wasn't.
conversation
No, he wasn't.
was
No, he
had.
wasn't.
Hold on, let me
So
ask
what
it.
is it?
Hold on.
Mouth it.
Is he right?
He's exactly right.
Oh my God.
What is
That's what you get for sharing in bed for 6 months. Let's go.
He's exactly right.
Is this mommy and daddy pod or is it mommy and daddy pod?
The f is that mean? Why'd you say it differently?
Everybody sits there, ask that same
What does that
question.
mean?
'Cause you
What does
guys-
it mean when you say it differently?
Man, you guys got something special.
Oh, don't try to pull that on us.
I'll go away from this.
There's-
Sorry. Okay. But here, Sarah,
What?
do you know who I am? I am the best wingman on YouTube, and I would love to help you find the right guy.
I don't want a guy.
But just for fun, like, what if I surprise you?
No, I would not like that. I
No,
don't
we're gonna
like-
do a dating show.
I don't like for fun.
Okay. So you
Just
say.
let me say, I know everyone that he knows, and
There's
the
no one.
roster is not good.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what do you mean?
Like
There's
anyone-
no one that you know that I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a good
Oh.
No,
catch
we'll
right
outsource.
there.
We'll outsource.
Yeah.
I'll help you with that.
Me and Brad will come
He
together.
We'll outsource
has
them.
different ideas. He'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good looking guy. And I'll be like, that is the most hideous guy I've ever seen in my life.
Man, if they're a bro, I'm like, fuck with him, you know what I mean?
Like he'll try and set up like, we've previously tried to set up like my assistant Riley.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, well, who do you know that's like a good looking guy? And he'll like show me. And it's like a guy that's like hideous. And I'm like, are you serious? But I'll be like, it's a cool guy though. And I'm like,
No, one thing
We're
that's like
friends. I don't know.
I don't care about the looks, but I also don't think I'm looking for someone like that either.
But here's the thing. I was never looking. No one's ever looking. It's just when it happens. And hey, you happen to
But
be
it's not
in the
gonna
presence of us.
It's not gonna just happen if you two try to wingman it, and especially if Brad's dealing with it, it's gonna end up going south.
Wait, why me?
Guys, comment down below right now if you would like us to
No.
see us wingman Sarah. Comment down below right
We're
now.
gonna do a dating show for Sarah.
Yo,
Dating
I can
show for
wingman
Sarah.
myself.
Mommy and Daddy Pod. Mommy and Daddy Pod. Let us know in the comments.
What was that like New York accent?
It's whatever you guys got going on.
Yo, what the f-
Do you actually think anything would ever transpire between Bradley and I?
that would be so amazing. I bet
think-
you guys would have
What
I-
the
keep my comments to
No,
myself.
say it. I
'Cause
think
I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
I think we would be able to tell. Wouldn't you agree if we saw them kiss once?
Ew, do not do that.
not doing
this
that.
is getting
God,
weird.
no.
what the f- Dude, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Dude, you're not beating the cuck alligator.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're not beating the cuck allegations on that one.
What do you mean?
You like want to watch us kiss?
Well, I would just see if there's chemistry there.
Oh.
Like if there's a spark. My
Are
producer.
you gonna feel the spark? You're gonna like what?
You can You can tell. You can tell.
You can tell watching two people kiss if there's a spark.
You walked into that one, dude. I got nothing for you. I can't help you on this.
No, there's nothing not to help. Like here, my producer James every weekend, like goes out and finds a new chick to kiss, and shit. I'm like, oh, that one's. Oh, you guys really hit it off. I think you know. You guys-
No,
No, it's not.
Okay.
it's not happening, dude. Sorry.
So how about Jacob? I'm kidding. I'm done. I'm
No,
sorry.
Jacob got a whole.
Oh yeah, you got a whole mommy.
Okay, I'm telling you, based on the last pod we did, obviously I'm joking like, oh, you guys are gonna, it's gonna work, blah blah blah. Why do you think? Because you keep saying there's no way. Why do you think there's no way it would work now?
The way that he feels about certain things will never change, and it's things that I cannot be with someone if he feels those
You know,
things.
it pisses me off. She even says that because she's always like, "You'll never change this, that." I'm like, I tried so hard. Like I was changing. There's just some things your partner needs to believe that, there's things that I wasn't cool about. There's things that she wasn't cool about me. And I think we maybe, we'll say on my end too. We both believe we couldn't change some things. I thought she couldn't change some things. She thought I couldn't change some things. That led to a lot of resenting and arguing.
He hates it with a
God.
passion, like hates it. And that is my past, like whether I like it or not, like that's why I'm even here right now. So being with someone that hates it so badly, it's hard. Imagine not being able to talk about your past or like why you even live in Los Angeles, like why we even know each other. That's why. Like I blew up as someone that did. So it's like being with someone that hates it so deeply, it's hard to be with them because you feel like you can't even talk about something that is such a big or was a big part of your life. And so that is why when people say like, why can't you be together? Because he is not okay with that, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But it's also nothing you can change right now.
Yeah.
I could say a whole bunch that's going to turn into a fight.
Right. Yeah. This topic,
not
this is
going
when the
to.
fight starts.
Because
This is something
she
that's very
has
sensitive to the both of us.
I had issues with her past, and then she has issues with my past, and it turns into a whole thing.
What's
and
on
then-
your past?
I don't even.
Bro, don't try to instigate.
No. I just like, well, he don't got no past like that.
Well,
from what I
No,
know.
it's without saying exactly, it's just the double standard of I'm a woman and he's a man.
Correct.
Men
That's true.
can do certain things and don't have the double
not
standard.
gonna- I'm not even gonna
That's
say
what it
anything,
is.
'cause
That's
this
what it
is
is.
gonna-
We've talked about it in other podcasts.
yeah.
That's-
But you know
that's-
what's
It's not gonna
hard?
get
You know
into
what's
this.
hard at the end of the day, regardless of what like the underlying issue is there. It's hard when you want to be with someone so badly, but there's like that one thing that's always in the back of your mind, and you regardless cannot change that one thing because it's the past or it's something that it's like inevitable. But like, you know, they're perfect. It's just that one thing that like stands in the way.
That's a really good way of putting it because that's exactly like how he would like feel towards me. Like
But
he would
you-
say like I love you so much, like, but I just really wish you didn't do
That
this.
is-
Like
that's
I
not how it
really
went at
wish
all.
you didn't. Like
Okay.
why did you have to do
You
that?
want to go here because
Wait,
No,
no,
I
let's not
don't-
go here. No,
No, I want to say one thing.
No.
I want to say one thing. You almost had more issues with my past where you would bring it up publicly to everywhere we go, to everyone, and put it in my face and make me feel like where everything I did was behind the scenes, and it wasn't even like that. It wasn't that big of a deal. And
What does that mean? It wasn't even like that.
Like
was
wasn't-
mine
I
like
wouldn't
that?
I wouldn't bring it up all the time. And be like, I love you, but this. It wasn't like that at all.
That's what it felt like.
You would go at me. You would go late at night and be like, you would come at everything about my past with girls or whatever, like blah 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 blah. And until recently, you didn't even know that any girl I've ever done with on camera or done anything with on camera, I never even hooked up with. Like it's not. I think you assumed a lot of things, and it doesn't even matter.
I feel like you had more with like dudes, to be honest, in the past.
What the?
Jacob, because they were living in Miami together. Honestly, I didn't see. Well, okay, never mind.
Dude,
Okay.
you and I shared a bed a bunch too.
I know we did.
You guys have shared a bed.
Dude,
Why?
You would
One
text me.
time.
You would text me like, "Yo, I know you're sleeping with Jacob in his room tonight, but do you want to come check out?
Okay, that never
penthouse?
happened.
Wow.
That
I'm
never
in the
happened.
penthouse.
That
You know,
never
do you
happened.
wanna come share
I
a
would
room?
never say, come check out the penthouse. Come in the penthouse.
You would. He'd be like,
No,
come
dude.
get the Wi-Fi up here.
Yeah, it's kind of better up here. Like,
I would never
Check
do
out the
that.
view.
also, he's like, I know you don't have a TV down there. Like,
He's like,
You want to watch Netflix?
no, he's like, yo, Nick, there's better upload speeds over here. Come
No,
over
there
here.
was better upload speeds though.
Oh,
to
I
be
knew
fair,
it. And I
was
there
like-
was better upload speeds.
I was like, I'll check it out. Like, I'll try.
He
it.
was editing f***ing Steve or whatever. Have you done, Sky, this is for you. Have you done, since we talked, have you done more in the space that like he didn't want you to do? Are you doing more like,
I've just done solo stuff.
Okay.
I haven't worked with like anyone else.
are you going to? Like, what do you plan to
No.
do more? Okay.
No.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
So everyone that doubted me,
Yeah,
still
because like
kept my word.
yeah, everyone for sure was like, oh, she's definitely doing this.
But can I just say, everyone was pissed about that. Remember how it was a whole thing that I released that video that was old?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of my best months of the year.
But since now that you're single, do you think you've seen OF go up or down?
Up.
Well, you just released a thing though.
No, up because now it's people like, I'm single, I'm back on the market.
Oh,
They get to be talking
What do
to
you-
her.
what do you
They get
think-
to see the other pictures.
No, I've gained a lot more fans on OF.
damn.
Happy for your success.
He's not. He hates it.
Well,
No, I really do want.
No.
What I say,
I-
I like announced to the whole house, like, guys, it was my best month on
I don't-
OF in the past year.
I don't
And he
support-
was so pissed. He was like, why would you say that?
I just don't support the thing. I really don't. Like, I don't, and I don't think like that's what she got. She went so long getting away from that and like building something.
I get that. I'm just
It's not like
infatuated
it
with the
crumbled
numbers.
down. He acts like I went and someone on camera. Like I released an old tape from before we even met. That just I never had
I don't even want
released.
to get into all this. It's like I'm exhausted from this stuff.
Yeah, this is just. I feel like we've just
Redundant
this.
conversation.
Yeah,
sounds
I don't
like.
even- we're past all this, man. It's like
Sorry. Sorry. I had to ask.
I feel like for me,
no, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I had to ask.
Yeah, I am really actually proud of her. Like, I was actually curious myself. I wasn't gonna say anything. Like, but she generally doesn't want to go back, and like she is focused on like a lot more. And I think she's capable of so much, and I think we're all in a healthy relationship in our house where I think she's gonna crush it, and I want to support her with that too.
I think. Have you seen the thing with that guy who like spent a ton of money on Ruby Rose?
Mm-hmm.
You trying to find a guy like that?
I have many men like that.
God,
no way, you have
what's the-
sugar daddies,
Bro.
Well,
Many-
well, that's kind of what it breeds.
So it was my number one just sent me my Christmas gift. It was this huge box. He
is
sent
so
me.
crazy.
Wait,
This
I
shit
wanna
is
hear
actually
this.
crazy.
He sent me my wedding ring. So he has asked me to marry.
What the
wait,
to
what's?
marry him.
Are you wearing the ring?
I'm not wearing it. No, it's at home in the box.
Is it like
but
crazy, like Cartier?
It's a
Or-
diamond ring. Yes.
You should see what
what
this
the
dude's like and looks like from one of our videos. And
Yeah, he was in one of Nick's videos. That was my
this
first
is
time
why she's
meeting
not
him in
wearing the ring. I'll
person.
tell you, this dude's crazy.
He's a great guy.
No, he seems like a nice guy, but you'll see all the top comments are like, this dude's a serial killer. This dude's scary as fuck.
Well, what's the most someone's ever? I'm assuming it's this guy. What's the most this guy's spent in a month?
I mean, definitely 6 figures.
In a month?
Yeah.
One
Oh
person?
my God,
Bro, I really
He came
it's
to
scary.
LA so he sold his car, 2023 truck, and he quit his job to come to LA to look for me. Which he was actually,
Scary.
it's because someone was catfishing him as me. Like they were pretending like they were me. And then, so he came out here. They ended up like standing him up, obviously, because it wasn't actually me speaking to him at the time. But now me and him are in contact. And he just sent me our wedding ring. He
What else has
proposed to me when we met. We met during the
Bro,
summertime.
scary.
Nick got like part of our interaction on camera, which it was a genuine interaction. That was my first time meeting him. He wrote me a letter, and it was him proposing to me. And he showed me the rings.
Bro,
He wears a wedding ring, but he didn't have my diamond ring.
The funniest thing he
with
sent
him.
her was this picture of 7 wonders of the world, and last one's you.
It's instead of 7 wonders of the world, it's 8 wonders of the world, and then I'm pasted at the bottom corner
Wait,
because
how
I'm
do
the
they
8th wonder.
send you packages? You have a
Because
PO box?
I
They do not have our address. We cannot
I
ever
sent.
let
I
that
gave
happen.
him my friend's address,
Like,
Yeah,
this
but
dude,
I
like,
trust him. He doesn't like. I don't think he's gonna kill me.
I think he would kill me and all my guys.
I don't think he would.
He does not like me.
Yeah, he does say when we were together, he was messaging me like whenever you're done with Nick, like.
Have you seen those scary movies where some dude comes and kills like the girl's thing or whatever? I literally think I'm gonna be that guy if we don't protect ourselves.
That's funny that you said
The ring
girls
is really
thing.
pretty. I'll send you a picture when I
Yeah,
get home.
send me a
it's,
Bro,
it's a
that's
big. It's a
insane.
big diamond.
Bro, this dude has her name and all this shit engraved on his truck and shit.
Yeah, so
It
like
is crazy.
when you get in his car, along like
Whoa.
the silver part where you like step in,
Yes.
it's engraved like passenger Princess Skylar, and then on the dashboard it's engraved in like passenger Princess Skylar. On the armrest, passenger Princess Skylar, like it's everywhere.
Holy fuck.
And he does like woodworking, so he's really into like making signs and stuff.
I'm telling you,
he's
this is
made me like
not
multiple
healthy.
signs that are like say like I fucking love you, Skylar. Like that's his saying to me. I fucking love you, Skylar. He'll make me neon signs like the one behind you guys.
Yeah.
He'll
But
make
we
me
paid
wooden signs.
$1,000 for this.
He makes them for me and
You
he
should
sends them to
get
me.
one of these guys and
Damn,
you'll have
dude.
it
We
all.
should hit that guy up.
Yeah. Sky's Mans, hit us up.
Yeah, and he sends me flowers all the time. I have like always like bouquets
dude,
of flowers.
While you
all
guys
over
were
the
dating
house.
too?
Oh yeah, all
This
the time.
dude, he's not.
He sends my assistant Riley flowers.
It's
he
not
sends
some,
her
like,
birthday
stud. It's, like, a
presents.
scary guy.
He sends my mom birthday presents.
Like what else has he sent
Like
you?
bouquets of flowers.
Dude, the
so
woodworking,
much
the
money.
woodworking stuff is so lit. He engraves all this stuff in wood, and then we do bonfires in the backyard.
No, we
with it.
don't.
No,
we don't.
no.
Oh,
Don't do
that's
that.
No, we
crazy.
don't.
you're
No, we
dumb.
don't.
That's crazy.
No, we don't.
So, so
I did. We did. She doesn't know about the.
oh my God.
You remember the other day you were like,
shut up.
why are my name engraved wood things missing?
Shut up.
Bro, that's crazy though.
Wait, and so you met him in a video and
Yeah,
Bro,
so
it was she asked me, she's like, well, I don't want to expose you. Never mind.
So he's from my hometown, or like right outside my hometown, like a half an hour out. And when we were still dating, we were in my hometown during the summertime doing like a last minute like meetup because we wanted to like, I guess he wanted to film for his YouTube video. And so the fan had shown up and he was waiting there with 10 bouquets of flowers, like all taped together. So it was this giant bouquet of flowers. He brought a bouquet of flowers for my mother and then also for my assistant Riley. And that was my first time meeting him. And
I wanted to troll him
it's
so
all
bad.
in
It's
Nick's
not-
video. It's an
on my
actual
video.
genuine reaction.
She
video.
was crying, being like, please don't say anything. Like, all that. And I was like, all right, I won't.
Because I was
like- it's
scared
like a
that he
client
was
or
gonna
something.
be
He,
like
Make an issue out
make
of
an
it.
issue
No,
out
I
of
was
it
gonna
when
troll
like
him. It was gonna be funny.
Yeah, but
No.
also he's over here paying her six figures
Yeah,
a
he
month.
does pay her rent. That is true.
That's
That is true.
so crazy.
That's why I didn't say anything. I was like, this is
Wait,
like a
does he
business thing.
straight
I
up
feel
pay
like.
your rent?
yes.
He pays your rent, or he
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of money.
wait, he pays your rent, or he makes so much that you could pay your rent.
He
with the
No,
pays
he-
me so
yeah.
much that it pays
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
right.
So I understood. So I was like, all right, like I guess it's your business shit. It would have been so funny
That's
though.
crazy. 6 figures a month
wow.
from just that one.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
He's very
Girls
Brad,
are-
well
have you
off.
ever had someone like that, like a sugar mama?
No. What the fuck?
Really?
No.
You know what's crazy?
Wait.
When you were
What?
younger?
Oh my god, I did.
I feel like yeah.
Yeah, I told you that story. Did I tell you
How?
that story? How? It was like my early 20s, like when I was first like bouncing around out here.
Yeah, Brad had a sugar mama. Go tell the story.
What was she like 50 or?
It was really short lived, but there was at one point where I was like legit like living in my car and like bouncing around from place to place, and she let me live in her like she had like a condo or like an apartment in like Pasadena, and I lived there for like maybe a month, and I had all my shit packed in my car. Like I didn't like unload my house or anything, like which was my car at the time, but I was like living place to place. So it was a person who was one of my clients.
Oh,
first.
you did tell me about this.
Yeah, was one of my clients at first, and then I was like, I would share kind of like where I'm at in my life, and I was like,
You and your employees, man. I
oh no,
love that.
employee's a client.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, not an employee. It
different.
was someone that was paying me to train them, and this was in my early 20s. I think it was like 2020, 21. And I lived in their place for like maybe like 3 weeks, and then I was dating someone else. I was actually dating someone.
Did she
at the
find out
time.
about that?
Well, I'll tell you how she found out. This is such
Bro,
a
this is
funny story. This
crazy.
is an insane story. Yeah.
Bro, I really think this is why I would never do anything or cheat. Well, one, you're loyal, whatever, you're in a relationship. I believe in that. But two, bro, this caused a lot of conflict and drama and scary shit.
Yeah.
I'm scared for what you're about to tell me.
No, it's not that scary. It's not that scary. It was basically like she let me like drive her car, and I went to dinner with my girlfriend at the time
In her car?
in the car.
This is crazy.
So listen,
Scott, are you
listen.
hearing this?
I've been listening. Yeah.
And then I crashed the car on the way home from dinner, and the girl, the lady, she didn't know that I was taking the girl out to dinner. Of
course
I was
she-
like, oh, I'm just taking the car. I'm gonna go out to dinner, and then I crashed the car, and then so you call the cops, like you get to the police report, and I'm like, yeah, I crashed the car, and then they're like, I had to tell the whole story.
Oh no.
And then I remember like I think it was like that was like a Saturday or like a Friday or a Saturday. And then she was just like, I think I had spent the night at the girl's house, and then like Sunday comes, she's like, yo, all your stuff's like in your car, like just come like get the key for your car and like leave. That's how it ended. It was intense though, but it wasn't like she wasn't like paying me tons of money. She would just like buy me, took me shopping, like bought me some like nice like designer and like fancy
It's kind of dope though.
for like 2 weeks. It wasn't like oh, it happened for like months or anything. It was someone that was like paying me to train them, and then it was like she helped me out, and then she kind of just like took care of me for like 2
Twist
weeks.
it however you want. You have
No,
a
yeah.
sugar mama.
Yeah,
yeah, that is crazy, man.
that was crazy. Yeah,
You know what's crazy? I had a girl send me money yesterday.
like
And-
a good amount of money.
Like on.
So okay, so I'll tell you the story. This happened yesterday, like last night, right before I went to bed. We're probably gonna have to bleep out the name, but messaged me on Instagram. We follow each other, and he sent me screenshots.
He just followed me on Instagram.
He's like obsessed with the girls and stuff. We've always followed. He's never hit on me or anything, but
yeah.
he
Bleep the name.
Yeah,
For
leave
sure.
the name. He messaged me and he was like, hey, this girl I know just texted me about you. She's like obsessed with you. Like she's a big fan of your work. Like she really wants to hang out with you. And like sent me the screenshots, and it was her saying like, oh my God, I saw you follow this girl, Sky Bri. Like she's so pretty. Like I would pay her to hang out with me, blah, blah, blah. And
The girl?
yeah, the girl was like text like this.
The fuck?
And
That's crazy.
and I opened it and I didn't respond because I was like, I just don't care. And then he messaged me afterwards, and he like an hour later, he was like, my bad. Like I just wanted to see like if you were interested, whatever. And I go to her Instagram, and you know when you like do you ever like click the message button to see if they've ever sent you a message?
Always.
But then what that does is it opens the message request. So then it allows them to if they do message you afterwards, it will go in your inbox.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so that's the issue with going to message, like to see if there's a message request. And so like an hour later, she like sends me like a heart and she's like, what's your Zelle, boo? I want to send you money. And
You sent her your Zelle?
so I sent her my Zelle and she
Why?
sent me $4,000.
Wait, why did you Zelle?
What? You can send an email on Zelle. It doesn't have to be
That's
phone
what I
number.
did. Yeah.
She sent probably
But
her-
And
what-
she
what-
sent me $4,000 and was just like,
Yo, why doesn't
and
this
she
shit
was-
happen to
and
me?
she
You
was
might as well just
like-
quit OnlyFans. Get all your people to pay you.
and she was like,
That's a good idea.
like, very, like, what
I
are
saw
you
that.
doing? Like, where are you at? And I said, I live in LA. Like, what about you? And she was like, yeah, I'm in LA right now, but I go to Aspen tomorrow. And she was like, I'll let you know, like, the next time I'm in LA and I'll send you more money. And that's it.
Yo,
Dude,
I just,
That's it.
Why
Like,
doesn't
there
this kind of
was
shit
no,
happen to
I might have
me?
to take this girl
there
out on
was
a date.
no
To meet
sexual,
this girl.
there was
Yeah.
no sexual talk or anything. She literally was just like, okay, well, when we hang out, like, I'll send you more money. I've never had someone do that. Like people assume like guys, like there's always guys in my DMs being like, can I send you money? But I never accept
ask you a
because I
question?
figure they're gonna try and scam me. But for some reason I trusted this girl because like we had a few mutual followers in
Yeah.
common. I was just like, let me see.
Yo,
Like,
I wonder if that
what
girl
happens
CM'd
and
me.
just sent me $4,000.
Bro, what
But
the
can I ask you a question? Do you feel okay? Like, I have so many people in my DMs like, I want to help the road to $1 million, pay for this, blah. Do you feel okay taking money from?
The messages that the guy who put us in contact with in her text to him was, I'm a big fan of her. Like, I would do anything to hang out with her. So I don't ask people for money. She literally went after someone that she thought might have known me to get to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blast you because I'm gonna support you, but I don't know. It sounds kind of crazy.
why?
You're gonna make her pay you to hang out?
She didn't
I'm
make her
probably
do
not
anything.
going to realistically hang out with her. Like,
All
I
she
don't
did-
need like, I don't like, I'm not someone that like goes after people like for their money. So
No,
like,
I
I'm not
know
gonna hang
you're
out
not.
with someone specifically like just so they
I think the
send me
situation's
money.
crazy.
But I know I didn't think she was actually gonna send
I would
it to
never
me. I
send
was just like,
anyone
let me
myself.
like
Yeah.
see what happens. And she just literally zelled me $4,000. And
She just like into you? Like, I don't
there
get
was no like
feels
word
weird,
of
right?
like I'm a lesbian or like I'm bi, anything like that.
Were
It
there
was
any
just like I
prior
would love to
messages?
take. She said like I would love to go to dinner with you, like, and I'll send you more money when we do.
Yeah, that's kind of dope though.
I know that's the first time I've ever had like a woman
girls
really
got
send
this
me money.
It's weird, man.
I gotta
Fucking
start checking my
insane, man.
DMs.
Yeah, you
What
gotta.
the
You check your DMs for opportunities.
What the dude? This never happens to dudes. They'll just get money for free just because you're.
Have you had that instance? Has someone sent you money?
I have a lot of people hit me up to send me money because they want to support what we're doing and everything, and they know like we're week to week paying for all this shit. But a little better now. But no, I would never allow anyone to send us. I don't want to take anyone's money.
Yeah, I get DMs all the time too, like what's your Cash App or your Venmo, and I never answer them. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm like, I
it
don't.
means a lot though that everyone. It's so cool to see people support us and want to pay for
Yeah.
our flights, our hotels, whatever. I don't. I think it's just amazing that people are tuning in. That's fucking lit.
In regards to like the only stuff and like the girls and the way they do this sort of like I don't know, just marketing in general for only, because I've seen a lot of stuff on like Twitter, for example, where people tweet pictures of things that's like not actually like I get Twitter notifications or like whatever where it's like, oh, there's a community note saying like this isn't real, this is like some marketing for the OnlyFans thing. Like how much I don't know, how much is real in like this like only marketing space? Because I know a lot of people don't answer their messages. A lot of people do answer their messages. There's like a whole like, I don't know. It just seems like somewhat kind of scammy.
Yeah. So I think that the only market is extremely, extremely oversaturated. Like it is, everyone now does it.
Yeah.
And so I think people are really desperate to try and do whatever they can to like get a moment of virality by like, I see some people like tweet out or like post their stats, like how much they make a month,
Yeah.
thinking, I guess they think like maybe if people see like, oh my God, I'm making like almost $1 million a month, like people are gonna be like, oh, like I wonder why she's making that much.
Yeah,
Let
what's
me
she
go
selling?
sub.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's insane. Like I would never, in my head, I wouldn't want to go to subscribe to someone that's making like that crazy amount. There's also girls that I know will talk about how they're number 1, 2, or 3 in the world on OnlyFans.
They're
That's
top
not
0.5%.
So you can see what percentage you are. Like, for example, I'm the most top you can get at 0.01%. But there's a lot of people in that. There's girls though that will say like, I'm the number 1 OnlyFans creator. I have the most subscribers. That's not true. Like, I know the people that run OnlyFans, like I've met like the actual owners. They don't tell any of us who the number 1 person is. So there are people that will say like,
kind of juice it.
I was the number 1 earner this month or this year, when that's like not a thing.
Yeah.
People can't. The people that run OnlyFans can expose like people's finances. And
I see though,
what
it
people
creates
are
the
making.
intrigue to be like, why is this person?
Yeah,
making so
yeah. I
much
definitely
money?
I understand why people do it. That's personally not the route that I would go. I feel like that kind of like makes you seem like a sellout, and it kind of makes you seem like you're like selling more of like a product versus like the way I run my shit is like very hands-on. Like, you are talking to me, like you get that like relationship with me personally, and not like you're like talking to like a team of people, like just like spewing out content so a girl can make like $1 million a month.
I think the people that always do the best too are people who tend to involve themselves in like this whole like social media space, and not just like I'm just a hot girl type.
That's what I'm saying is she can talk. Like, she has a good personality. I like, let alone women, let alone only girls, which I don't think I've met any that I can really have good conversation with.
Yeah.
Like, ever. And I always, whenever I see him, I'm always asking about you.
Aww.
But that's also why in the other pod I was like, why not focus on like even the Twitch stuff or the live streaming stuff? Because I feel like you could
you're
crush
really
that.
good at talking, and you're good at like amplifying it. Like, if you need to for cameras, I feel like you're good at amplifying.
You are amazing.
Streaming and.
That is more so the route that I'm trying to go down. I love streaming. It's just streaming is really hard.
It's
like,
hard as
really, really hard. And out of everything that I've tried now, granted, like I don't really have my own YouTube channel, but I've worked with a lot of YouTubers now, and like that's hard, producing your own content, whatever. The hardest I've ever seen people work are the streamers, like the hours they put in and the having to be live. You're not able to edit out anything. Whatever you say is what you say. Like, and just like the hours they put in, like the schedules are insane. So I like it.
You could do it.
It's just I need to become like more serious about it and really like like streamers. Like, if you notice streamers, that's what they do. They stream. They don't really do anything else. Like that is their whole life. So I think I'm just like kind of in this weird, like, am I ready to like sit down and like really dedicate myself to streaming? But I think I will be in the new year. That's going to be
What about
like
you,
my
Nick?
new
You
thing.
talked about streaming for a while.
Yeah, I think our goal, I mean, personally, off that, I think you'd be amazing at streaming. I think she could do her own channel too.
Yeah,
I don't think she
absolutely.
wants to do her own channel, but streaming is really, she likes that. But our goal is by around March, we want to be doing 2 videos a week. I think that's like our biggest goal.
2 videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think we can do it.
What are they going to be? The same type of content in each video?
Same type, and I think people are starting to accept this style we've maybe started about a month and a half ago. It's a lot quicker. A lot of different scenes are happening. So I think we can double down on that. We're gonna try to bring on some new editors as well, and then.
And you're gonna try and expand the cast, right?
I'm gonna try to expand.
That's
the cast.
what I'm scared for,
gonna-
because he keeps saying that he needs like an extra girl. He wants like a regular girl, a regular guy. So I'm like, who is this gonna be?
Yeah, I want to bring.
Do you have anyone in mind?
I'm booked.
I think she's not the girl I'm talking about, but I think she could be featured.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I'm honored.
I think you're a featured guy. You're very busy. You have a lot going on, and like I understand that. I think
I got to run it by Sky, you know?
yeah.
No, I would love to have you.
We all have talked about you, and you're kind of featured on too. Like, you guys are both featured. You come in and out of our
Yeah, it's
shit.
fun. Hell yeah.
It's naturally happened.
Yeah.
But I think we're looking for like a full-time girl, another full-time guy. I just won't force it. I won't. If it hasn't naturally happened, needs to happen. Meeting them out that makes sense, and
And the audience responds well to them. Like, they're like, whoa, we really like this guy. Like, there's this one guy at the gym at Zoo. What's his name? He wears orange always. You've seen him, right?
Yeah.
At Zoo?
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I've had him in my YouTube videos, and the comments love him. Every time it's like the orange shirt guy, the orange shirt guy.
Yeah.
yeah, those are the guys you got to bring back.
Yeah.
We've had a few guys like that, but
Yo, you should talk to him.
I don't want to take your dude.
Oh, okay.
But I'll talk to him. I don't know who. Can you point him out to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always interesting to see like when like the audience gravitates towards like a new
Yes.
person and they
It's
just like
so
love
cool.
them.
And then they switch up and they hate you, and then it's great.
Right. All it takes is like one video for them to switch up. Like
Yep.
week to week, like they'll like sometimes love Zan, someone who he has on his videos, and then the next week they'll hate them.
Dude,
sometimes
I
they'll
love that
love
guy.
me, and then the next week they're like, get Skylar off of here.
I
Like,
try to tell everyone like she'll come sad at me. She's like, you don't have to put me back in your videos if you don't want to. I'm like what? Like that's not like
It's not that deep, but it hurts the person.
Yeah.
it
but
doesn't really hurt my feelings anymore.
You were a
I
little
am
hurt
officially. People always told me when I first moved to LA, it takes 2 years for you to stop caring about the hate comments as much. And as soon as it hit the 2 year mark, I was like, okay, I really don't care that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
How
be
much
honest.
anymore?
I just don't even care about the hate anymore. I've kind of seen that there's a lot of different people coming in and out of our videos that it's controversial. Some of our, and it's real. So some weeks people are gonna get loved, but I think at the end of the day, all the characters are loved. It's just week to week something that happens that. But I also want to add streaming in. We're waiting on all our IRL stuff. Still, it's on back order, so it hasn't come in yet. But I think in all of our free time, I really want to go balls to the wall 2024. No chilling, 2 videos a week, streaming all of our free time. And I think that takes building a cast a little bit more because I personally don't want to overwork anyone. We have to add a few editors, add a few cast members, and just add more dynamics going on. But I love it. I love making videos.
Yeah, it's so funny whenever I'm like so on the end
He's so
of that.
young and full of life. That's
Yeah.
what
That's
you're
how you're
thinking.
thinking?
I'm just like, damn, I remember those days when I was like,
Well, it's
don't
not-
get me wrong, I still love it, but it's different. It changes as you've done it for so.
I get
Obviously.
it. Like, 10 years?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, how
12
long have you
years.
been doing it for, Sarah?
I've been doing it for like year and a half, a little bit over, more
Yeah.
than a
So
year.
we're
more
like
than a year
around,
now.
I just hit my 2 years. So
Yeah.
we're like around.
around the same.
Yeah. I feel like I've been doing it for a long time, but then I'm like,
That's
barely
crazy.
been
Then you're
doing
also
it.
super new to the scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sad. Wait, so have you been in LA for the past like 10 years?
Yeah.
Or? Everyone always
13,
says
14,
that LA
wow.
used to be like so much better before, and now it sucks.
Before
Oh man,
Everyone acts like LA was like this amazing
Amazing.
place, and now I'm here and it's like
Bro, I was
dead.
growing up.
It's still cool,
It's
but
so
like
cool.
before.
But just like this, like wasn't like Fairfax, like Melrose, or like people would hang out around that area and just like the clubs and stuff, and just
I
like
never
more
did club
people to
shit.
collab with and
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Before COVID, like before people were like, "Yo, what the fuck is California doing with like certain stuff?" Because like at that point, I think a lot of people started making content and then also like left and went to other places where like I could also just make content more easily without having to like worry about these regulations. But yeah, before COVID, like man, 2019, honestly for me, I'd say 2016 to 2019 was like insane for YouTube specifically. Everyone was here. Everyone was making content.
Yeah.
There's also just a different time on the platform itself. Like people were vlogging, vlogs, like your vlogs do really well, but like everyone's vlogs are doing well. And now it's just kind of like certain people do really well and then other people just not as good.
Yeah, it's
You know,
hard.
it's
I
just-
will say it's hard to stand out on YouTube right now. Even, I stress out every week making sure we have the best of the best everywhere because I feel like it can go down as fast as it can go up.
Yeah, mine went down fast. Mine was like doing really good, and then it went down really fast.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
she's gonna
of work.
retire soon.
No, I honestly,
Yeah, it's about time.
I mean, I have my opinions of why things can go up. I think you guys do good. You guys do well.
Yeah.
You know what I think? I think the age of the influencer is dying. That's what I really think. I think
interesting.
that just the general population is getting fed up of like influencer and like influencer lifestyle.
Why do you think that? I think you're
'Cause
right,
it's
but
so
why do you think that?
oversaturated.
Because I think people are just realizing how honestly ridiculous like a lot of people's lifestyle is. I think the people that will survive are the people that are actually producing good content.
Okay, I agree with this 100%.
a
We talk
fact.
about this. I think a lot of stuff is like fake or negative.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of maybe even not a lot of effort put into it.
Yeah.
I think people really respect when there's a lot of effort. It's raw. It's real. Like look at Loaf. We just met up with Loaf. His content is so raw and real, and I think that he's killing it. I think it's because it is real. It's raw. It's genuine. I think finding the compromise of real and genuine. Sometimes our stuff gets a little heated, but I think some of that streaming stuff too. A lot of people hated that. That's put a lot of hate into content.
What do you mean? Streaming put hate in the content?
Not
IRLs.
yeah. I think there's a lot of like forced drama, forced fake content.
Yeah.
And
get old real quick.
That's something that when we start streaming, like we don't want, like we could put our hands in that a little bit, and it just, I don't, it was so weird. It was weird. But I don't want to like force fake drama. If it's real, like content that comes out, like, we've had some real shit happen in our shit, but
yeah, I think for sure the like you said good content, and I think good content to people now is just like things that are just more genuine and more real, because when you get into a space when everyone's doing it and everyone's doing it with like some intent, which is like, I want to get money or get famous or like, and not that those are bad intents, but I think if that's your focus and not anything like of value that you're actually
say
adding.
or do whatever to get that money.
And I think that's why I don't want to prioritize streaming, because with YouTube, it's like we're making a show, we're making a movie. It's real, it's amazing, it's comedy, it's fun with a whole cast, a whole bunch of people. But I do worry about if streaming's your priority, you're gonna do whatever you have to do to go.
Yeah,
That's how it seems like
Yeah.
it's going, right?
Yeah. I think it's kind of hit a little bit of a wall, the streaming thing.
I think people are starting to realize how ridiculous it is and how ridiculous everyone is acting.
I think
to,
there's
like get views. It's like, come on.
There's streamers that are doing it right. Like there's some big, like the big guys, like they make some crazy good, genuine shit. I feel like.
Yeah, the
these-
ones that sit at home and like talk about shit.
Yeah,
The ones that
yeah.
are outside harassing people.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You're gonna start streaming. You're taking my other computer, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that computer for real.
It's crazy. You
Can I
can't
say
buy.
something?
It's crazy. She can't buy her own fucking computer.
I would watch your streams.
Thank you. I'd watch yours.
I think you guys should stream together.
I think we'd kill
We
it.
should.
I think you
should.
guys are a duo
Dude,
that
Scott,
needs to
he
happen.
always tells me that we would make good stuff together.
Because it's like the most unexpected duo.
Duo,
Like the
yeah.
the two people like you wouldn't expect us to like get along, but we
But,
would get
yeah.
along. Yeah.
But you're both so loving and not judgmental. I think that's why it works.
Dude,
Like,
we talked so much
Not
at that
judgmental?
Friendsgiving.
yeah, they're very like accepting of things and of people and like. They,
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can be a bro.
She can.
she can't do
I'd
that.
be judging. Yeah.
Straight up.
But I think you guys would be something that works.
Wow.
Let's do it.
What do you think, Bradley? You know both of us pretty well.
Yeah, I think it would do good for sure. Absolutely. I think at the end of the day, like it just comes down with like, can you make something that's just genuine?
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality. I think like you're onto something with that, because like I said, the more people do it, the people who sustain are going to be people who have like actual real shit that helps people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we make a mommy and mommy talk?
Wow.
Fuck you, Brad.
Damn.
Oh
that's
my
lit.
gosh.
I'm for it.
Do it. Do
Brad's like, as long as you're here for this pod, Raw Talk, and Gym on Monday, I'll allow it.
Tim on Monday.
I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Man, no, I just think it's definitely creating, and this internet shit is like, it's definitely in this weird phase right now, for sure.
Very weird.
Yeah.
I think it's TikTok that fucked everything up, because TikTok now like has programmed people's minds to like only want like 15-second content, and then
Yeah.
they just like swipe to the next.
Bro, I'm tired of people telling me like, no, I don't want your podcast, but like I see the clips on TikTok.
That's
like,
all-
watch
Right.
the podcast.
I'm gonna be real
Right, yeah.
with this pod. I love your guys' clips. I watch the clips. I watch all the clips.
I think
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's
sorry.
it's funny though. But that's
You're
kind
the
of
problem.
that's kind of the nature of the internet now, though. It's like
Yeah.
to completely like just be like, everyone who talks about podcasts is like, yeah, I watch this podcast, and they're like, which one? And they're like, oh, I just saw this clip.
Yeah.
It's always a clip.
That's crazy.
But that's why the streaming thing took off, because it was like these little moments where people are trying to just
the
get a
moments
clip,
of virality.
trying to just get a clip. But then I don't think the sustainability in that's not there though, because if you act off of that, then it's like you're constantly just trying to get a clip, and like just for some sort of reaction. I think
It's the same thing you were just saying. Like if your whole goal is just to make money, you kind of do anything to get that money. If your whole idea is to go viral, you'll do anything to go viral. You'll say some crazy slander.
Yeah.
You'll, it's just like out of pocket at some point. Because then I always think like, what if I wasn't doing what I'm doing and I was on the other end and someone just said like some outlandish thing to me? Like I'd be
Yeah.
taken so off guard.
Yeah,
Right,
I've
yeah.
been there.
yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see this shit for so long, man.
Bro, that comment was out of pocket though.
Which one?
Straight up.
I just like,
What
The
comment?
the dad one.
which one?
Oh, are we not talking about the same one?
Wait,
Which
what
one
are you talking
I'm
about?
still thinking about my dad. Like
Oh,
watches.
that my dad j***ed off to you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've been, that's gone through my head like 12 times. Like, why would you first throw your dad under the bus? Second, say that to a girl that like
That's
your
pretty funny,
girl.
yeah.
You know, like
He said
to
worse things after that. I was just like,
to the best of his knowledge, that's your girl. You took her to Tao. It's
Yeah,
one-on-one. To best of
Yeah.
his knowledge,
yeah. So I'm thinking,
it's
like,
your
bro,
girl.
like, why? Like, why? What's the point? And what's the point? I just don't understand anyone who bullies and comes at a girl. Like, and you're a dude. Like, I don't understand that.
Say that one more time. Look at the camera and say it,
You want me to actually do that?
please. Yeah.
I don't understand when men single a girl out, a bunch of guys, and they bully a girl. Is that good? You happy with that?
That's
One more time,
crazy.
please. Preach a
That's
little
just
louder.
crazy.
I agree.
Yeah,
Like it's like, yeah, I don't know. Is it gonna get worse where people are gonna be like more like I'm ready to say whatever I want in person?
I
I think 'cause the
understand being a
streaming shit.
hater in private.
yeah. It's
I'll
like,
hate on some, like I'll like talk to my friends maybe about something, but I'm not gonna like sit there and
they're at the
talk
table,
type
yeah.
or like say shit.
but like, why stand in front of the restaurant and say that?
It's because he knew he was outnumbered, first of all, that nothing would ever transpire because it's you and your girl, you and Sky.
Oh, he knew you were outnumbered.
Yeah, he knew you were outnumbered.
But I don't
Like-
care. I would never like. I've always like. I mean, even maybe as I gotten older, like, I would never go disrespect someone who's in their relationship or
Yeah.
bully a girl and say some rude to a girl or anything to make her feel bad. Like, I don't know, man. That's just crazy.
Has anything else ever weird happened like that for you, or you, Scott? Anything that's like
Everyone's so loving, and
because people in person normally don't do that kind of
They're
shit.
usually loving.
I have never got. I don't think we've ever got. I personally, with you, have
That's the
not-
first time that I think that we've ever had disrespect. I mean, I've only had like a handful of bad interactions with people.
Yeah.
There's one time where like we were together and a guy, he was talking to someone and then a random stranger came up and like picked me up and like was
What?
holding me and was
I didn't
like
even
said to
see
his
it.
friend like take a picture of me, and I said to him, you better hurry up before like Nick turns around because like this is
I don't
crazy.
know what happened.
What the dude? Random dude
People-
picked you up?
Or just when I was in Vegas a few weeks ago,
That one's
this
insane.
kid asked me for a picture. I was waiting outside, like waiting for my Uber, and he was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." So he put his hand like around me, and then he quickly like moved it down, and then like put it like up my ass because I'm wearing like a skirt, and like
Bro,
that's happened a few
what the
times.
How old was he?
It like our age.
Oh, there
like,
was one time
normally.
that happened with us, and she went nuts and shoved him, and I took him and I threw him over a couch.
Yeah, on Halloween, a guy
Whoa.
did that to me, and I like just pushed him over the table.
Well, at that point, it's like
we were in friend
harassment.
vibes. You know, okay,
But they think it's fine. 'cause
we were
it's
even
me.
in friend vibes then, but it was just, dude, you don't grab a girl, you don't disrespect a girl. He called her a bad word too, and
I was.
and here's the worst part. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I'm heated about this. Is she turned around? I wasn't there. I didn't know this was happening, and she goes, "Why would you do that? Are you for real? Like, would you?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're this." And
You're
then I saw her jump over the table and shove him, and then I was told what happened, and he came back, and I took him and threw him over a couch.
Who was this kid? Just like
It's so we were
It's
at
crazy.
it was Halloween and we were at like the unruly party, and I was like, it's like sections, and we were in the one section, and I was leaning against a couch, and the couch was like a part of a different section, and I feel my skirt get lifted up, and I turn around and it's a guy lifting up my skirt, like having another guy take a picture of him, like
What
with my
the
ass. And so I turn around and I'm like, "Are you serious?" And he goes, "Yeah." and then
bad.
and then he was like, "You're a." And then I jumped over the couch and I just shoved him into the drink table because I don't care if people can even ask to take a picture like with me. Like even if the guy was like, "Can I like take a picture with you?" Like I would probably even say like yes, but it's the fact that he did it and like didn't ask.
and did it and then disrespected you
Right,
when you
yeah.
said what's up.
But then he kept coming back.
And
it
that's
was
the
weird.
same thing that happened at
Yeah.
Tao.
What
They
the fuck?
asked you said no. Then
Yeah.
they disrespect you after they don't get
And
like.
it's so weird because I'm so nice. Like people,
Yeah. She takes pictures
anyone
with
can ask
everyone.
me to take a picture, but it's like, why do you have to be like purposely disrespectful?
That's crazy.
We were
That's
at the game yesterday, the Chargers game. She taking pictures with everybody, but they were polite.
Yeah, normally people are really nice.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. I just can't believe grabbing a random girl like that.
Bro, that's where it's like, it doesn't matter who the
Holy
girl is. Like, you can't.
it doesn't
touch
matter
her-
who
you
the
can't-
He
girl
must be
is.
drunk. He must have been wasted.
No,
Like,
bro.
not that it's an
You know what's
excuse.
so
People
weird?
do it sober to me.
What
You know
the
the craziest thing is?
time.
I was on FaceTime with you, and this happened 2 weeks later. I'm in the airport, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Bro, I just want to really, really apologize for my friend who touched Skylar." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "At the unruly Halloween party." I was like, "Oh my god!" But the dude, I don't know, his friend, it was so weird bumping into his friend, and he came up and apologized about it.
But that guy had to have been wasted. There's no
yeah,
way.
they said they don't even really hang out with him anymore because he just gets so up. Yeah,
That's just wow, dude.
there's so much love though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of love, but it's like those negative ones like sometimes can be traumatizing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like if even me, like when someone asks to take a picture with me, and I always love to take pictures, but like if their hand starts to creep a little too low, like
You
for a
probably hit 'em with
picture, no, I'm just like, I'll
Yeah,
like
you're probably
move it
karate
up.
chopping
Yeah.
him.
I move that hand up.
Yeah.
What
Like
the
if
fuck are
it
you
starts like
doing?
going like too low, like I understand like hugging
They'll
at the
start
waist.
at the waist and then they'll like
then
slowly
it's-
like see kind of like test you.
Yeah,
see
so
how
it starts
far they
going
can
down,
go,
and I
yeah.
grab that hand and I move it up like mid picture. You do
This,
that?
no, this happened to me in Japan. That
Oh,
all-
I
the
saw
Japanese
that. Yeah.
guy.
Wait, what?
We talked
didn't
about
hear-
it already.
You're
Yeah,
the
I
guy
know.
that.
A Japanese man.
Kept touching.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Actually happened
Wow.
on live. Oh my
All right,
god.
guys. Well, we really do. Is there anything else you want to say to the audience?
I don't think so.
We appreciate
I'm
both of
hungry.
you guys coming on. Like
Dude,
it
I'm
was
hungry
last
as
minute, so thank you
Yeah.
for.
Of course.
Yeah, you
yeah.
came out
Thank
super
you,
last
guys.
minute for real. Thank you.
Of course.
Brad
Yeah, it
had
was fun.
one job. I always carry this podcast, and I'm sick of it. But
That's
yeah, honestly, I
insane.
kept
do.
forgetting that he was even here.
yeah, no, I carry.
shit.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Besides the
insane.
questions, but you told me you'd find guests, and you didn't.
I
So
literally.
we were the last resort.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
you.
Yeah, you came
weren't.
sprinting to me at the gym today.
No.
Please,
we,
please, one.
We never have guests. Like we usually don't have guests. And then yesterday he texted me. He was like, maybe I'll try to find a guest. And then today when I saw Nick, I was like, Nick and Sky would be perfect.
So you didn't even want me here.
Well, mostly
Wait,
Sky.
wasn't I the one who went up to him and was like, yo,
Yeah, yeah.
shit?
Then you came and asked you. Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
But
So,
I was the one who was like, yeah.
This is amazing. It's the guys, you got the girls. This is
Yeah, this is good.
it's a good dynamic.
What the f?
Double date.
Thank you for having me on. I
Wow.
was honored.
Thank
to
you for
be
having
here.
Thank you for like hopping on. You guys, you can find her at Sky Bri, at Nick Naracina, at Bradley Martin, and at Sara Safari.
Woohoo.
Wow.
Thank you for having us.
Sarah's so mean, by the way. That was the meanest thing she's ever said.
No, I have a lot of.
There's gonna be a
anger
talk
towards you.
off
We'll
camera
talk about
after
it
this.
off camera.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I have a few things with you.
Okay.